ECD Hubs act as focal points for their communities and enable families to obtain information and seamlessly access a continuum of services related to their needs. Hub development has been proven to enhance child outcomes, including school readiness and school success. So far, we have looked at why early childhood development hubs are considered important. Now let's look at what an early childhood development hub is.
So basically there's no single definition of what an ECD hub is, but we do know it just depends on the needs of the community. But we do know that hubs typically contain some child care services, one of which is a licensed child care center, and typically some family strengthening centers as well.
Hubs can also include the following services: education and literacy programs for children and their parents, family support and parenting programs, pregnancy, birth, and infancy programs and services, recreation and social programs, and specialized services related to health, hearing, and speech. Hubs are typically located in or adjacent to facilities such as community centers, neighborhood houses, public libraries, or schools. We now have a good idea of what is meant when we talk about early childhood development hubs. Let's look at some of the benefits.
The social benefits of hub development are many. They can include enhancing the social, physical, emotional, intellectual development of children, which is essential with regards to reducing childhood vulnerability rates. Child development hubs facilitate the settlement and adaptation of newcomers, especially in the areas of cultural integration and language learning. This is particularly important in New Westminster, where close to 1/3 of our population is comprised of immigrants.
ECD Hubs also contribute to economic development as they attract new families to the community and retain existing ones. Providing services from a hub also leads to direct and indirect cost savings as a result of shared administration and infrastructure costs, and the fact that parents don't have to travel to different locations to obtain the services they need. In the long run, the savings in healthcare and social costs saved by having healthy families and children are huge.
Research shows that for every dollar invested in childcare and early childhood development increases the economy's output by $2.30, which is clearly a good investment.
A lot has been achieved by the work of the Early Childhood Development Committee and the Public Partners Committee. So what is the current state of childhood development hubs in New Westminster? In New Westminster, 4 ECD hubs serving 6 neighborhoods have been identified. Planning for 2 of the 4 hubs is well underway. Needs assessments have been completed for Queensborough and the uptown-downtown area. The ECD committee has established action teams to conduct more detailed planning and to advocate on behalf of hub development. The public partners are working together to identify opportunities, realize funding, and solidify support within their respective organizations.
In planning, it has become fairly clear that to be truly effective, the team has to consider not only the ECD, the 0 to 6 years, but the 7 to 12 years, which is kind of the middle years, and the youth, which is the teen years. So one should more correctly speak of these hubs as rather than ECD hubs, as community service hubs, and that would be a more accurate reflection.
In this short video, we have looked at the concept of community service hubs and how they are being implemented in New Westminster. Due to the hard work of many dedicated individuals and the collaboration of several public partners, New Westminster will be an example jurisdiction regarding the provision of services to families and children. This will lead to positive outcomes for child development. Having such well-developed facilities will have social and economic benefits, as it will contribute to New Westminster as a livable city and its ability to attract new residents and businesses.